Hello everybody, this is Christian Ali coming to you again with another week of Age of Mythology Retold. We're going back into this campaign. We are 75% complete and hopefully it's going to work. Yes! Sorry, I had a keyboard open. Welcoming Committee is the next chapter of the game. We've gone a long way. We've gone from here, all the way to here, and then into Troy, and then to the gates of Troy. We stayed there, we saved Ajax, then we did the Trojan horse thing. I am so surprised that worked. I mean, I don't get the synergy. War, horse, was a thing, but more bandits was the next thing we did right here. Rescued Chiron. We went down this hole. We went into Tartarus, or the underworld. We then went to Egypt. Had a vision. We saved Osiris. We invoked the power of Isis. We took Osiris back. Then we had a vision of what Atlantis was going to look like later. So we got the third Osiris piece, kept going. We put everything back where they belonged. We killed the Minotaur. Then we went back to Greece and saved Odysseus from becoming bacon. Then we went north, up into Scandinavia, to the Baltic Sea. We've passed through a dwarven forge, saved it from giants. Now we've recovered Skulk, and we are going to Welcoming Committee. The Norse clans are fighting each other, and the heroes must use Skulk's flag to unite them. I mean, a flag with two axes crossed always wants me to unite with other people. I know that I feel friendlier when I got an axe. Wait. Is that friendlier? Wow.
Look, they've stopped fighting. The banner works.
Whoa.
I do not believe my eyes.
Volstag's men dare come here?
Volstagg ate my cattle and hurled my cabin into the river.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Okay, so they all hate us. Whoa.
What? Men defense front!
Quickly.
I don't understand why the Norsemen attacked us. They seem to not like my flag. Perhaps we could use this to our advantage.
These men seem to be drawn to Skolt's flag. Maybe if we use it to draw to defeat their clan leaders, we could stop them from fighting.
We could lure the Norsemen out of their camps and ambush them in the open where they are more vulnerable.
As well. Oh well. I know that cheating isn't good. I gotta do something. Oh, a torch. Torches and lamps were often made. Flaming oil helps provide light at night. Give me oil in my lamp, I beg. I think that's the right song. Yeah. Torches and lamps were often made of simple materials like wood, clay, or stone. Commoners may only have a crude bowl of burning oil, but royalty would have elaborate, beautiful fixtures like the gracefully carved alabaster lamps found in the funerary chambers of Tutankhamun.
Leirostagma.
Oh, let me try this. Bronze. Bronze.
Skipan?
Okay. I'm giving you 10 seconds. You know the drill.
Ja. Skipan?
Throwing X-Men. Seconds. Number 20.
Tilbuin.
I'm gonna regret that. 10 seconds. Pause it if that's too fast.
Etimos.
Yes, I see him. 10 seconds. Yeah, no.
Tilbuin.
Seconds. Pause it if it's too hard to do this. Okay, where is my other heroes? Oh, what is this bad boy? Whoa. A walrus! Villagers can hunt wild animals for food. Walruses will attack hunters. Scientific name: Odobenus rosmarus. Size: 10 foot long, up to 3,000 pounds. Diet: clams, worms, snails, cephalopods. Or octopi, squid and octopi, squid and octopi, clams, worms, snails, squid and octopi. Walruses are large marine mammals, although they spend most of their time diving up to 250 feet deep in search of food. Humans typically encounter walruses only when the great mammals are resting or caring for young on beaches and ice floes, often in large numbers. Walruses live only in Arctic waters where a layer of blubber up to 6 inches thick keeps them warm. Both males and females have long tusks, but these are apparently not used to gather food. Males use their tusks in battle for dominance. Both sexes also use them to pull themselves out of the water and perhaps to anchor their bulk when resting on ice. The walrus has unusual pockets in its esophagus that it can fill with air in order to remain afloat while sleeping. Walruses will attack hunters. Walruses will attack hunters. Walruses will attack hunters. You know what? My aim has always been to give you the best experience I possibly can in this game. And I want to show off as much of this game as possible. It's a very good game, and I want to show it off. That includes, but is not limited to, the cheats in the game. So, moving forward, I'm going to show off a couple of the cheats I know of. And this is too good to pass up. go. Let's try this. I'm probably not going to do it right. If I don't do it right, then I'll know not to do it. Set Ascendant. Okay, and... Yes! Yes! Okay, everyone. Up here. To me! Walruses assemble! Polar bears! Scientific name. Ursus maritimus. Size, males up to 750 pounds. Up to 1,700 pounds. Females up to 600 pounds. Diet, seals, whales and caribou. Polar bears live farther north than any other land mammal and are the largest living land carnivores. Actually, not quite true. Grizzly bears sometimes compete with them for that. I know that there's been like a big polar bear versus grizzly bear thing, where polar bears are often the biggest, but then the grizzly bears go through a growth spurt and they become the biggest. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't get it, but it happens. Grizzly bears and polar bears are pretty evenly matched. Who would win in a fight? Grizzly bear, a polar bear, or a grizzly bear? In a polar bear versus a grizzly bear, no holds barred match. Who'd win? Sign off in the comment section down below who you think would win in a fight between a polar bear and a grizzly bear. I know Pooh Bear would get his butt whooped. I know Winnie the Pooh Bear would get his butt kicked. But let me know in the comment section down below if the polar bear or the grizzly bear would beat each other in a fight. Who'd beat each other? I think they have tried to pit them against each other. It's not really that ethical, is it? But in the comment section it's fun to think who'd do what. Polar bears use a variety of hunting techniques. White fur and padded paws allow them to stalk seals resting on the ice. They have been known to wait next to seal breathing holes for hours in order to pull a 250-pound seal up onto the ice. They are also strong enough to create new breathing holes to bait seals. Now that's clever. So they make holes and despite their hunting strategies, polar bears make successful kills less than 15% of the time. Fortunately, they can eat a lot of meat. Over 150 pounds in one sitting, and can go without food for weeks. Scores of polar bears have been seen feeding off the carcasses of dead whales. Wow. So, they make a hole in the ice, and the seals look up and they think, oh, dude, this... Oh no. Polar bears! Assemble! So, for clarification, these guys, these polar bears, they build holes in the ice, and the seals look up and they think, dude, there's a breathing hole up there. I'm coming up. I'm going to take a breath. And then they go up, and all of a sudden, oh, polar bear! And then all of a sudden, polar bear. And all of a sudden, polar bear kills him. Mate. That's bad. That is scary. That's some scary stuff, man. That is scary.
Skipan? Já.
Not a single builder here.
Tilbúin. Skipan?
Etrostagma.
Okay, wait. Reindeer. No elk. Caribou. No elk. Sorry. Scientific name. Cervus elaphus. Size 250 pounds. Hinds 500 pounds. Stags. Grass. Diet. Grasses, sedges, woody growth. Elk are called red deer in Europe, and to further confuse the issue, what Europeans would call an elk, Americans call moose. The species is also called wapiti, a Shawnee word to help avoid the confusion. Elk are large deer with shaggy manes and pointed horns. They live in northern forests, in large herds of up to 400 individuals, dominated by a matriarch. Who doesn't like stags form harems in the fall mating season. Mountain lions, wolves, and bears prey upon elk. Well, today, we're all gonna be friends. Today, we're friends. Elk, assemble! Elk, assemble! Okay.
Tilbúin. Já, skipan. Samþykkt.
Is that all the animals? A monkey? Few monkeys lived near the Nile, but some were imported from arid regions in North Africa. Vervet monkeys live throughout Africa, but prefer drier environments such as savannas to actual rainforests, though they rarely stray far from a source of water or from trees. Vervets are diurnal and gregarious. Rank order within a family is maintained by threat displays such as eyelid gestures. Wealthy Egyptians kept vervets or tailless Barbary macaques as pets. Some were even mummified and buried. Wow. Monkey! Monkey! Show me the monkey! Show me the monkey! Show me the monkey! Okay. Right, everyone. You know what we almost need? We're going to need another cheat here. I know you don't like me playing that dishonest a game, but honestly I don't care. I need a bit of an edge sometimes. And hey, we're playing an honest game. For the most part, we're playing an honest game. At least I think we are. Look. Whoops. Almost.
You have bested Eric.
Wow. That was clever. Pulleys. Drums. Elk. Yellow. Elk.
Escopos.
Okay, no more cheats. 10 seconds. Sunlight. Dryads may only be summoned by the player in control of their tree. They train quickly, but you may not field more than a handful in battle at once. They are good against human units and buildings, but weak against heroes. These shy, beautiful tree nymphs were the caretakers and guardians of wild groves and forests. Normally peaceful, they could become quite fierce when their trees were threatened. The satyrs courted, protected, and entertained the dryads. I don't know what that means.
Prosetimos, prostagma.
Pani.
Wait, you guys too.
Yuji?
Well, buddy,
Yuji.
how good are they at this? Okay, walrus. What? Dude. They can't open doors. They can't open doors? You mean to say that I cheated you in and you can't open doors? See, this is why I needed an extra cheat here.
You have defeated Arngren. You are truly a great warrior, and we will follow you.
Okie dokie, boys.
Til Sjau. Silbuin.
Pink Army. Wow. Siege weapons can destroy buildings, but are weak against other units, especially cavalry. The Norse can also use ballistas to defeat ships and slower units. The ballista was an ancient artillery piece that was mainly used against men in formation. It was a large bow mounted sideways that could use a winch and ratchet to create tension. The missile was usually a large metal or metal-headed bolt, fired into a mass of men at ranges up to 1,000 feet. Bolts could disable several enemies. Ballistas could be mounted on walls or ships, or wheeled out for battlefield use. They were not particularly effective against fortified buildings or walls. So you know what, I'll just keep those guys out there. Anything else?
In wedge. Kaigereg.
Heroes!
Esto.
Sjau.
Cavalry!
Something you will.
Scope. Herr Joes.
Cavalry!
Mock.
Elk! Animals! Myth units! The Great Wolf Fenrir, of which these monsters are. I think I've read this before, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. At Ragnarok, Fenrir is fated to break his chains and kill Odin. 10 seconds.
Tilbúin. Samt já.
Firebolt has fallen in battle. Our axes are yours to command.
Yes! We have our army. It's a shame so many people had to die. But we did it. Sweet Grimmethor! Union! In a final attempt to unite the Norse clans, the heroes undertake a series of quests. The clan's chieftains. Okay, so they're just gonna make us do chores for them. You know, Hercules did everything from, Hercules had to atone for having killed his family in madness. Yeah, he sleptwalked because he was Zeus's son, but Hera didn't have him, and she was tricked into nursing him, creating what they call the Milky Way today. Basically, he bit a nipple and all the milk leaked out and formed a star system called the Milky Way. And so anyway, she nursed Heracles. They tried to connect her to Hera, which is why she was so hateful towards him. So hateful towards him. Like she despised him very much. So, during one night, he had a nightmare where he saw 5 of his worst enemies. He killed his wife and 3 kids because of that nightmare. And anyway, he just assumed that they were the bad guys, that they were his enemies, and then all of a sudden, he killed them. So old Heracles had to go to the gods, and they told him, you must atone for what you did, do 12 terrible tasks. It was everything from killing the Nemean lion and capturing the 3-headed underworld guardian dog Cerberus, which is just literally in Greek it's like blemish. So, like, I think that's funny. Hades literally just called his dog Spot or Patch. Patch, which is cute. He gave it a really cute name, and it's a monster, which I just think is quite funny. So, So what I think is interesting about this is that it was everything from capturing Cerberus and slaying the Nemean lion and Stymphalian birds to essentially cleaning out the stables of King Algius. Or Augeas. So one can't help but wonder, how is this supposed to work? So, who knows what Union is actually going to do? I'm probably going to say this next time, but make sure to tune in next time. Like this video, save this playlist if nothing else, and come back to this video and come back for Union, because this is going to be really cool. And I don't know what tasks we're going to do. We might end up picking up these guys dry cleaning. You know how hard it is to get bloodstains out of armor? Really hard. They need the extra support. You know what? I'm going to defend their right to run us around doing their errands for them. I'm okay with that. You got to pay your dues in some way. And there are worse ways to do that than cleaning a Viking chief's laundry. Than the Viking war chiefs getting their laundry done. But until then, whatever we see, I've been Christian Ali. This has been Fall of the Tron. I suppose this has been Age of Mythology Retold. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the tubes. Bye everyone.